Good Monday morning. I'm meteorologist Ben Peine with your show here, your weather show for Southern Indiana, Metro Louisville, throughout the Ohio Valley and beyond. And it's been at 10 for this Monday, January the 12th, 2026. We're scooting right through January. And for you snow lovers, we've got plenty to talk about this week. We've got a couple systems that could bring some mostly light minor accumulations. So we'll talk about that. Wednesday is a rain to snow mix, and maybe into Thursday morning some snow showers. We'll look at the potential accumulations with that here in just a second. We've got some pretty cold bouts of temperatures that are going to be plunging from time to time over the next week. So those of you wanting winter, we are going to start kicking that in this week. And then a little light wintry mix maybe Friday, and a pretty good chance of some snow showers this coming Saturday. So if you don't like winter weather, enjoy tomorrow. That'll be our warmest day as we head into the 50s. Now, today we've got sunshine. I'm looking out the weather window 5,000, and all I see is blue skies and some birds on the bird feeders. We got the wood stove cooking because it was a cold one this morning and frosty in the 20s getting started out there. But it's looking like a good day today. The winds aren't too strong from the southwest, around 10 to 15. We'll make it into the mid 40s, a little bit above our average high of 43 for this time of the year. We can take a look at our weather headlines. So if you're new to the program here, this is your show. So drop in the comments if you just want to say hello. If you have a weather question, feel free to ask that. If you're popping in and you just want to see a 7-day real quick, we can take a little detour every once in a while as well. We've got your weather history, your weather jokes, the weather countdown, the detailed forecast coming up. And of course, if you want to stick around right around 10:20, typically we'll do that deep dive into the weather model data. So speaking of what's ahead here, we have this Wednesday morning rain. So that's the green that you see on the screen. And then notice the switch to blue. That would indicate snow potential for our Wednesday night. By the way, if you're just tuning in, thanks for hitting the like or the share, whether you're watching on my page on Facebook, Meteorologist Ben Peine, Extol Weather on Facebook, or Extol Media on YouTube. And thanks for subscribing on YouTube as well. We also have our live stream up at extolmag.com/weather. We got a good morning here popping in from Christian Walker. On to the third cup of coffee. Is that the last cup of coffee, Christian? I'm a little concerned. Is 3 the max? I'm just curious. Not judging your coffee amounts, but I'm on number 2. And actually, I shouldn't judge because the size of my coffees are probably 2 per cup. Cheers to you with that. Here's your weather headlines. Excuse me, for our January 12th. So chilly sunshine today, but normal temperatures, mild and breezy tomorrow with highs in the 50s. We'll have that rain to snow changeover Wednesday morning. Light accumulations possible early Thursday. So Thursday morning, we'll watch out for the potential for some slick roads. We'll have that rain. And then some weekend snow potential as well. All of this so far looks like it would be on the light side and not add up to a whole lot. Christian's weekend was good. Good to hear that. We had a pretty chill weekend, headed up to IU to get my daughter back in the dorm and all that stuff. My son, unfortunately, staying home today. He is not feeling well, so we're going to the doctor later today. Hopefully it doesn't spread. Hopefully he gets over it quickly. Things are going around. It's that time of the year. It's, getting into peak winter season, peak flu and sore throats and all that stuff. So hopefully you guys are staying healthy out there. Did I get this comment in here? We got Beverly Haggis from Borden, Indiana, right across the hillside there. Good morning from Orlean Whitlow, 25 in Hodgenville. Sun is shining. Lots of frost out this morning. There was a lot of frost. Good morning to Dennis Gregory from Bedford. We are cruising right past your town Saturday. I love snow, but I'm done this year. It's too early to be done. We've had 10.5 inches of snow. You may have forgotten about that in early December, which is not too far from our normal amount for the entire season. Typically, up to today's date, we're at about 3.5 inches of snow. So we're already way ahead because of the before winter snow that we got. Perry Porter, bring on the snow. I do believe that this time is that the time is getting a little bit longer. You're right. We are getting some more daylight out there for sure. And Christian loving the snow over the weekend. We actually had a decent little covering of snow. Was it Sunday morning? Just yesterday morning. It came quick and it melted very quickly. And Perry Porter's on the fourth cup. We're cruising through the coffee on a Monday. We got the Bliss Cup this morning. All right, good to hear that, Christian. Again, no judging with the coffee amount here this morning. All right, let me bring up a look at our current conditions across the area, and then we'll take a deep dive into the forecast. So I want to go right here to extolmag.com, and I'm just going to hit the little refresh button here to take a look at what's going on. We'll get our live program up right now. There we go. 27 degrees at the Extol Media Studios, and we have a wind gust at 13 and a wind chill at 18. A little bit nippy out there this morning. Here's the daily forecast on the right side. And then we also have the hourly forecast. I'll take you through the day. My brand new 7-day forecast is posted. Notice all the yellow precipitation chances here. We've got a little wintry mix from that. And it's funny, too, because I'm looking at the older weather story there that shows when was that last? Was it Friday? We had the record high of 68 degrees. Crazy. Not long ago. Very quiet conditions as we look at the regional weather maps there. And this is the big old interactive map that's free to use here. We've got it loaded up again on the website. There are dozens of weather layers that you can fool around with by clicking the orange circle in the right-hand corner. So this is, I've moved the map a little bit too far. Let's get back home. There we go. So when notice the wind flow coming in from the southwest. So that'll get us a little bit warmer today, well into the 40s. And that southwest wind flow will continue tomorrow, and that'll get us into the 50s. No clouds around. The high definition visible GOES weather satellite showing clear skies overhead and just some high clouds off to the north, up around I-70. Some clouds up to the north over northern portions of Illinois and Indiana. So quiet weather across the region. There's that interactive map. There's this interactive map that plots out temperatures, winds, any weather alerts or warnings. But notice we are in the 20s to around 30 degrees with our current temperatures right now. Here is also a live look with the Falls of the Ohio Foundation.org camera with just a blue sky overhead. And we got the streaming cam from the Indiana University Bloomington campus. Shout out to the Bisons for whooping the Ducks last Friday. And they're in the college football playoff championship game Monday, January the 19th, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, taking on Miami at Miami. So we're looking forward to that. All right. And before we get diving deep into that forecast, got a couple more comments here for you. Orlean Whitlow, I don't count my coffee every morning. I just drink it. That's a good point. Mary Ash, look out for February. Hey, I'll agree with you, Mary. I think it's going to really kick in February. We're going to step up winter slowly, but and Christian, every time you say that, I get jealous. Heading to Naples, Florida soon. Lillian Lasley with a good morning. 21 degrees at the house, now 28. 21 was the low this morning. It was pretty frigid out there. We got Mary Dale from New Albany, Indiana. Good morning. Colder than a well digger's bottom out there. You got it. It is a cold one out there this morning. You got to be careful with those colder than jokes from what I've heard in the past. All right. We want to thank our partners here at Lions Roofing. LionsRoofingCo.com. You can get free quotes there, or you can call 812-294-3595, protecting your most valuable asset for a lifetime. And by the way, I want to mention coming up February next month, if you had hail damage, I believe you have a year to make that claim. So you may check your roof just in case. But you get free quotes here at lionsroofingco.com. You can see all their services: re-roofing, leak repair, metal roofing, new construction, commercial roofing, gutters, downspouts. And so you can see everything right there. Also want to thank Our partners here at Ivy Tech Community College, Sellersburg. So you just go to ivytech.edu, like I'm doing right now, live, and you go to the Sellersburg campus, Highway 311, I-65, 9 miles north of Louisville, and you belong here. Meaning they're going to meet you where you're at, whether you're in high school and you want those dual credits and dozens of 2-year certifications. Their nursing program is awesome. You can go here to Tuesdays at the Tech. You can register to get help one-on-one and check out their campus, get a tour, and you can get prepared with career coaching, financial aid, scholarships, how to pay for it. And if you're ready, you can get registered. They've got a schedule here too, as today, January 12th, begins their spring semester classes. So good luck to all the students there at Ivy Tech. I want to thank my buddy Michael Long as well at amfam.com. As we wait, it was just loaded. There we go. We may have had a little dropout with the good old Starlink internet, but hoping to hook up the fiber soon. Okay, so go to amfam.com, search Michael Long, or you can give him a call if you want to get a quote, 812-578-3072. And just about anything that you can think can be insured, he can insure it. So give him a call and get a quote. They've had price reductions, and I've seen it on my bill. And I want to thank our partners here at Libs Paving, the top asphalt paving contractor around. It's amazing what they can do, even in the winter months. And so they may need your help in the new year. If you want a new opportunity, here are available employment opportunities at libspaving.com. So again, thanks to all of our partners there. And a beautiful view here with the Falls of the Ohio Foundation.org camera. Beautiful sunshine. So grab the shades, grab the warm jacket, and let's get to that forecast. And we've got Erica Risotto in here from Charlestown. Thanks for waking up with us here this morning. And let's bring this one up to the stage. Hey, if you have any weather questions, you can ask it right here, or you can just email me as well, and we can bring your email question up on the show. And I can, if it's like kind of a complicated question, throw it at me. Ben@extolmag.com. And if you want to learn more about advertising and marketing solutions with all of our content and products with Extol Weather, Extol Media, and my page, you can also contact me there as well. So again, here's a look at the Wednesday morning rain. It's going to be light rain in the morning Wednesday, and then switching as colder air moves in to some snow showers Wednesday evening. The snow showers will likely continue into Thursday morning. May get some slick roads early Thursday. Right now, looking at about an inch or less. I would guess less for most, unless you're, I would say, the northeastern portions of our streaming area, so to speak, of Madison down to Lexington might see a better chance for those 1-inch amounts. And looking ahead here to your headlines. Again, chilly sunshine today in the 40s, but normal temperatures, mild and breezy tomorrow in the 50s. Enjoy the warmest day of the extended outlook. Rain to snow, as we just saw Wednesday, light snow early Thursday, and then weekend snow is some more light accumulations possible, especially on Saturday. So 6 p.m. sunsets, they begin in a couple weeks, average highs in the 50s in about 39 days. That's around February 20th. And then the time change, 55 days, March 8th. Heading towards 8 p.m. sunset, springing forward an hour, losing that hour of sleep eventually. But springtime comes right after that, 66 days away to the vernal equinox, when the sun's rays are over the equator. And equinox means equal day, equal night. Our weather history for today: sub-freezing in Florida in 1886, Jacksonville with a low of 15 degrees, 1888, the school children's blizzard, sudden severe blizzard in the plains, 235 fatalities. In 1890, Midwest tornadoes. An EF2 struck St. Louis, an F4 in Clinton, Kentucky. Significant damage and fatalities. Any year you can get big tornadoes. I mean, not any year, any month in our region. 1898, speaking of which, an EF4 in the Ozarks killed 52. A lot of tornadoes on this date, January 12th. 1911, rapid city temperature drop fell from 49 degrees to 13 below in 2 hours. Crazy. Indianapolis also in 1969 had a record temperature plunge from 68 degrees to 10 degrees in one day. And in 1985, a record Texas snow, San Antonio blanketed with over a foot of snow. Wild weather in mid January. Our stupid jokes of the day here. Where do you go after a peekaboo accident? To the ICU. Did you hear about the cheese factory explosion? There was nothing but debris left. I do like a brie cheese. How does NASA organize a party? They plan it. All right. We're moving on. We're moving right along here. We have got Dolly Mitchell tuning in. Good morning to you. Love the sunshine emojis there. Orlean looking ahead to spring already. And here we go. All right. 46 degrees, our high today. I just call that normal chilly. Beverly loving the jokes. Appreciate that. Sunset at 5:43. So gradually getting those later sunsets, as Perry was mentioning, seeing kind of recognizing a little more daylight now. 32 degrees our low tonight. That's normal chilly weather. South wind at around 5 to 10. Sunrise 7:59, and actually a little bit above normal tonight. And a 56, about 10 to 15 degrees above normal tomorrow for your Tuesday. It will be a bit breezy. Southwest winds at around 15 to 30 miles per hour. So a bit of a blustery Tuesday, but it will be on the warmer side. And again, our warmest day of the extended outlook here is that 7-day forecast. 56 tomorrow and then down to 44. Again, light rain starts off our Wednesday and then snow Wednesday night. Might get some decent bursts of snow from time to time Wednesday night and into Thursday. I would say the eastern half of our area. So if you kind of cut it in half with I-65 into the east, a little better chance of some accumulating snow. West, a little less perhaps. And again, we'll look at these maps in just a second with the weather model data. We typically get there around 10:20. We may see some snow still flying around early Thursday. This could produce some slick roads. It doesn't take much to delay school, to cancel school, to cause issues, as we know around here. And it will be cold enough as we drop to the 20s Wednesday night. A high of just 29 Thursday. Let's talk about that. And it's probably going to be a bit breezy. And down to 19 Thursday night. A high of just 38 Friday. There's the GFS is mostly dry Friday, but the Euro and the Canadian had kind of a little bit of a wintry mix developing. And then just some snow showers there Saturday with a high of around freezing. So whatever snow Saturday we get would likely stick on contact, which looks like about an inch or less. So both of these little systems, minor accumulations right now. Not seeing anything big for us. Now up north, better chance for some more significant accumulations. Down to 16 Saturday night, 26 on Sunday for a high temperature. Our high temperature on Sunday is colder than our normal low temperature. And then we're at 36 Monday. So temperatures fluctuating a little bit, 20s and 30s mostly over the next 7 days. And so Marydale. All right. So we got Christian Walker, loving the jokes. Thank you very much. Dana Buckner, do you think we are going to have any measurable snow this winter? That's kind of a good question because we had 10 and a half inches of snow pre-winter. I picked up about a half inch of snow yesterday morning. I think we'll get some measurable snow early Thursday and possibly Saturday as well, but light amounts. Now, February, you never know. And February can kick in and do some crazy things. So I think February will give us probably our best potential for a bigger snow. Marydale loving the above normal temperatures tomorrow. Christian, we will get to that here in just a second for you, but you'll have the snow chance too. And of course, the colder temperatures as well. Okay, so there it is. That is your 7-day forecast. I am going to pop up our weather maps now as we are at 10:18. So we have again a clear sky overhead. Some high clouds drifting towards Indianapolis. You can kind of barely see that. Hey, Patty Brown. Thanks for popping in the comments there this morning. And let's zoom out. Things are really quiet across the continental United States. As you can see, there is not much happening anywhere coast to coast and border to border. So very quiet here in the next couple of days, just a touch breezy. But let's go ahead and look ahead. Let's talk about Wednesday with our rain snow mix. So I'm going to bring up the NAM weather model. And let's go ahead and go to Wednesday, the 14th, here in a couple days. Wednesday. I'm going to get this started in the morning time. There you can see that rain that's on the way for Wednesday. Here's Wednesday at 7 a.m. So it looks like a little bit wet starting off our Wednesday morning. Now we start to see some colder temperatures move in, and we need to precipitation type this. So there we start to switch over to some snow. You can see that first up towards Indianapolis. This is 1 p.m. Wednesday going to 4 p.m. So anything that you see that is white that pops up is some snow. Not a whole lot popping up on this map here. Going into our Thursday morning at 4 a.m. I'm going to switch this over to the GFS, see if it shows a little bit better on the precip type. I don't like how the snow shows up in this map very much. Going into 4 a.m. Thursday and 7 a.m. Thursday. It's kind of hard to see, but we got a little fetch off of Lake Michigan. In fact, what I'm going to do is do this. Let's go to something that shows it a little bit better. So I've been looking at this webpage. It's weather.cod.edu for probably 25 years. And it is a college near Chicago. And you can open up these maps anytime you want. So scrolling here, there's your Wednesday morning. There it shows up a little bit better. Light snow chance there for Wednesday night and into Thursday morning. Accumulations not looking very impressive. Again, inch or less. I would so far emphasize less with this. This is showing the snow depth mostly off to the east and light amounts so far. But that could certainly change. We're very close. And this shows about a half inch there around Indianapolis there for Christian. Let's bring up the NAM weather model. And we'll clear that out. This is showing, again, some light amounts of snow that could be on the ground here for our Thursday morning. That shows half-inch amounts kind of scattered about. So shouldn't be a big deal for us, but if we're getting some snow coming down Thursday morning and we're in the 20s, there could be some slick spots to watch out for Thursday morning. And just kind of a little appetizer for you snow lovers there for Thursday morning. Mike Sievert, good morning. Thanks for tuning in here. All right. The bigger snows are up to the north. Typical. Okay, let's jump to Friday to Saturday. Back to the GFS weather model we go. And I'm going to go precip type, and we're going to go to let's just go jump into Saturday, the 17th. See if we can get some snow to fire up here on the models. And again, this is going to be looks like a pretty light snow for us around the area. And this is 4 p.m. Saturday. Just so some light snow around the region. I don't like how that shows up. I'm going to have to try to fix that display in the coming days. This here is Friday. Shows a little bit of like flurries. We're getting a northwest flow. This is Saturday. Notice the blue indicates some snow showers passing through. off and on through our Saturday, and then drying out Sunday with some frigid temperatures Sunday. Speaking of which, let's fire up the wind chills into our Sunday morning. Ooh, look at that. That's what I've been talking about. When are we gonna get one of those little cold blasts like that? So, ooh, there that's what we've been waiting on. That's what we've been waiting on. Been talking about this gray color here, that those are your negative numbers dropping into the region. Nah, I don't think we'll get negative, but it's gonna be cold. So let me clear this out of the way. And let's zoom in here. These are wind chills into Sunday morning. This is probably the bigger story, is just the severe cold on the way. Is your screen big enough to see this? So we're looking at single digit wind chills for Sunday morning. So winter starting to kick in. Christian, I think there could be some slick roads in spots for Saturday. Good question there. I think it's going to be a light snow, but I think it could be cold enough to stick on contact for Saturday. So that's pretty brutal right there, those temperatures. I think Sunday is going to be our coldest day. I've got a high of 26, but again, those colder wind chills. And then I'm going to back this up to Thursday. Thursday is cold as well. Thursday is the 15th. This is our Thursday morning wind chills with maybe some light snow around. Again, some single digit wind chills Thursday morning. So we're getting some little polar express every now and again here through the next 7 days. So, and again, I say enjoy tomorrow in the 50s because and this is the wind chill. Oops, looks like the data dropped off there. Later in the day, Thursday, wind chills in the teens. Pretty nasty there. All right, so I would say the moral of this story. Hey, Jay Case, thanks for tuning in here this morning. Christian saying, ouch, with the cold weather. Bring on the warm weather. Well, we are heading into the heart of winter and right on time. We're 4 days away from what is typically the coldest part of winter. And we're starting to look like it here. Before we wrap this up, I want to see if there's any more of these cold spells from the north as we look at the long range data here with the GFS weather model. So quick cold bout there this weekend. This is the 16th. So I'm going to go to the 18th. So there you can see that dip in the jet stream, opening the door to some polar-ish air into our area Sunday. And then it looks like it'll kind of retreat back to the north Monday. Notice that lifting a little bit north. It'll still be chilly Monday. Martin Luther King Day. IU and Miami Day. So it looks quiet there. Going into now the 21st of January. Looks like maybe a little bit of a brief warm-up. Here we go, 22nd. It's my daughter's birthday. It looks like it'll be a little bit milder, perhaps. 23rd. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. So this without looking at the jet stream, I would say this is a flat flow. You've got straight warmth along the Gulf Coast. We are in the middle ground, and then you've got straight up Arctic air right here. But notice it's all flat. So what we would need is the jet stream to take a dive. I've talked about this many times to get that cold air to drop back down. Here is a look at the jet stream formation. And there you go. It is straight flat, zonal flow, laminar flow. we would need this to take this dive right here to get more polar air in later this month. So just looking at the jet stream, we'll see if it does take a dive. Here's the 24th. See if it'll load up for us. Looks like it's starting to take a little bit of a dip. Here's the 25th, 327 hours out with the GFS weather model. And, okay, there it is. You can see it too. Here's a dive in the jet stream. Without looking at the temperature map, I'm guessing that cold air drops over us. Let's bring up the temperature map. So we're starting to see that flow from the north as the jet stream takes a dive. They go hand in hand, jet stream and air mass changes. So now I'm into the 26th of January. And it looks like it's cold, but not extreme. All the negative numbers staying mostly north of the border. And going into the 27th of January. Yeah, overall, what we have here is called troughiness over the eastern United States. It's this dip right here. So that would promote below normal temperatures. And if you have below normal temperatures in January, if you have a system that moves through, you've got a decent chance at some snow potential every once in a while. Just for the fun of it, let's add up all the snow throughout the entire GFS weather model run. And there's not much of it. Not much of it. Actually, let me bring up something else here. Let's bring up this guy here. And total snow accumulation throughout the about the same. So this is the next couple of weeks, total snow accumulation. Just a couple little light amounts of snow. If you really want to get into the snow that's up in northern Indiana into Michigan, lake effect snow up there. The lake effect machine will be going on up there. I did, Christian. We watched that game over there at Barano's in New Albany and had a good time. Good morning to Laura DeVore. Thanks for tuning in. Lillian Lasley, have a great day. Got an appointment heading to the doctor. I'll be heading to the doctor later today for my son who's not feeling well this morning. He's waking up 2 p.m. Is your doctor visit? Yeah. He's waking up, getting out of bed. All right, here we go. Let's do a recap of your forecast here. And let's get rid of this and add this. Okay, so the next big thing would be some light rain Wednesday morning, turning to some snow showers Wednesday evening, possibly lasting into Thursday morning. There might be some light accumulations early Thursday. Does not look impressive, though. I would say inch or less generally, an emphasis on less, but even just a little bit can cause some slick spots Thursday morning. Some frigid temperatures on Thursday. Wind chills possibly single digits and teens. Chilly sunshine out there today in the 40s. Mild and breezier tomorrow in the 50s. Enjoy the warmest day of the week tomorrow. Rain, snow mix there as we talked about Wednesday. Maybe some light snow lingering Thursday. And generally, I would say the northeastern half of kind of our region up towards Madison into the bluegrass region of Kentucky into Lexington, a little better chance of some accumulation early Thursday. You get west of I-65, I would say lighter amounts. And then some weekend snow potential Saturday. About a couple weeks away from 6 p.m. sunsets, you're already noticing maybe some longer days on average. Average highs in the 50s and 39 days around February 20th. Time change in 55 days and spring in 66 days. A lot of weather history. I'll have this posted at noon today on my page if you want to take a longer look at it or you watch the replay. Our stupid weather jokes of the day. Where do you go after a peekaboo accident? To the ICU. Did you hear about the cheese factory explosion? There was nothing but debris left. How does NASA organize a party? They plan it. Today, sunshine. Enjoy the sun out there. 46 degrees, mostly sunny and chilly. Thank you very much, Laura. Thank you, Christian. And our sunset at 5:43. 32 our low for tonight, mostly clear and chilly. And tomorrow's forecast for your Tuesday, 32 out the door, 48 at noon, 56 for the afternoon high. That's about 10 to 15 degrees above normal. Our sunrise is 7:59, sunset at 5:44. Normal high is 43, normal low is 28. 7-day forecast, rain morning time Wednesday, some evening snow showers. Some of that light snow could continue into our Thursday morning. We go from 50s Tuesday, 40s Wednesday, 20s for highs Thursday, back to 30s Friday, Saturday, back to 20s Sunday. So some shots of polar air from time to time, down to 19 Thursday night. High of 38. There could be some flurries flying around on Friday, a better chance for some snow showers on Saturday. That could add up to some minor accumulations, meaning about an inch or less. It might cause a couple slick spots for the weekend, down to 16 Saturday night. Wind chill possibly around 0 Sunday morning. 26 Sunday afternoon. There might be a couple flurries around on Monday as well. So some occasional wintry type weather over the next 7 days here for us. So if you're a crazy snow person, we've got a little bit of hope for you. Sue Shiley, thank you for the weather history. Love them. You're so very welcome. Enjoy putting them together every day. I learn something new every day with the weather history as well. All righty, that's your forecast recap. Hey, a reminder here, by the way, too. You can always get a hold of me if you got a weather question. If you want me to take a deeper dive into a weather question, you can contact me, Ben at extolmag.com. If you're interested in advertising marketing solutions for your business or organization, that's another way we can start up the conversation right there. And we will bring back to the stage a beautiful look outside with the Falls of the Ohio Foundation cam, fallsoftheohio.org. Nothing but sunshine out there here this morning. Was a frosty start as we had temperatures in the 20s getting going. Out the door, refresh here at extolmag.com, where we have our live show up right now, streaming. Thanks for hitting that red button right there to subscribe to our YouTube channel. 31 degrees. We started off 27. Heading in the right direction. Wind gust at around 13. We've got your 7-day forecast. If you want to take a longer look at that, the weather story that I have posted. So 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you've got weather content here that is consistently updating live at, again, extolmag.com/weather. Another shout out to our partners here, Lyons Roofing, Lyons, right out of Memphis, Indiana. They got you covered on both sides of the river throughout the Metro Louisville metropolitan area. If you want to get a quote, 812-294-3595. As I mentioned, we had the March hailstorm that made them incredibly busy, along with many other roofers. From what I've heard, you've got a year to make a claim with your insurance company. If you want to check out and see if there's any issues with your roof, you can get it's amazing how a small storm caused such a change in their industry last March. And many of you may have forgotten about that hail system that went through. Also want to thank our partners here at Ivy Tech Community College, Sellersburg. You belong here. They're going to meet you where you're at. You can go here and sign up for Tuesdays at the Tech. Hey, it's January 12th, and they've begun their spring sessions here. And you can see a lot more about what's happening. There's a lot happening if you just drive by. You can see the construction going on. They're building the Baptist Health Urgent Care Center. They've got Family Scholarship House that they're building, and just making it more and more accessible to get that post-secondary education and further and begin your career here. So check them out. You can, again, give them a call or register here online for Tuesdays at the Tech. Just an organized way for you to learn more, get career coaching, one-on-one information, and to schedule that visit and getting started at Ivy Tech. And if you're ready, they'll help you register. I want to thank my buddy Michael Long here, my insurance agent, my mom's insurance agent, proud to be America's Star Certified Agency, excellence in customer experience. He's got a lot of products here for you: life insurance, car insurance, home insurance, and much more. and maybe some price reductions for you. If you want to get a quote, give them a call, 812-578-3072, or just head to this page right here, amfam.com, and search Michael Long. All right. That will do it for a show here this morning. Checking out the last comments popping in while I was yapping away. Laura saying, my husband is in need of some weekend golf time, but sounds like that's not happening. It might have to be indoor golf time. There are a lot of places that have the simulators. I know Valley View has golf simulators at Tap-Ins, the bar and restaurant there in the Knobs. T24, if you get a membership in Clarksville. The heated range at Different Strokes in New Albany is a fun spot where you can get that golf fix in. Hey, Christian, you have a great day as well. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah, indoor is not a bad place to be on this cold Monday. Have a good afternoon, Orlean. Thanks for tuning in. And Christian, finally taking that Christmas tree down today. There you go. We took the Christmas decorations down a while ago, but we still have the winter decorations up. All right, guys, what will be fun? So tomorrow's going to be Tuesday. We will be able to get into the high resolution weather graphics for tomorrow to take a little, just more detailed look at the hour by hour with the rain to snow Wednesday, and we'll get some finer tuning with the forecast for another wintry mix, snow potential for this weekend. So things getting a little more exciting winter-wise here over the extended outlook, and we're going to talk all about it on the show tomorrow. Hey, thanks for joining us, whether it's on my page, Meteorologist Ben Peine, Peine. Thanks for the like, the follow, the share, and helping spread our show around the interwebs and social media and the digital landscape. It's also Extol Weather on Facebook. It's Extol Media on YouTube, and it's extolmag.com/weather online. Be home. I'll be live from home this week. We are still getting things plugged in and ready to go with the new studios that we're looking really forward to debuting at our new Extol Media spot in New Albany. So still stay tuned for that. Not too far away with that. And hopefully some more fun news coming up in the future. Laura says, yes, he does the simulator, but prefers outside. I 100% agree. I suck at the simulators. It does him good to be outside. It does us all good to be outside. There's a lot of research on that. All right, that'll do it. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Same time, same place. Ben at 10 a.m., Monday through Friday.